I'm talking about more controversy. While in VDM. look, I know. I'm not like, I don't have no problems with VDM, man. This is my podcast. It's about commentary on new music, Afrobeat culture, and culture in general. You know, entertainment. Even though we're strictly entertainment, we'll talk about culture. And but whether you like it or not, VDM is part of the culture in Nigeria entertainment scene right now. So if he does something that I feel is within the entertainment scene, I will comment on it. He does a lot of political commentary, but this podcast isn't about politics. You know, I might have my opinion on that or whatnot, but that's not what I'm going to bring on here. But if it goes into the musical lane or dealing with other media personalities or celebrities, or or commenting on them, then I would comment on that, because that's culture, that's entertainment. Not like, but politics is very important, but unfortunately that's not what I cover on this podcast, and that's just it. I just want to give us, everyone has their lane that they do. He does that, and I do this on the entertainment scene, and he does that on the NGO and politics scene, which is absolutely amazing. Everyone has their lane that they comment on, but this is my lane, and I'm going to comment on on VDM and Tonto Dikeh. So basically, Tonto Dikeh, for those who don't know, Tonto Dikeh is a veteran Nollywood actress who became big as an actress. Like I said, an actress. Sorry, excuse me. And she became really famous. She's had a lot of controversial situations online, from her divorce to her ex-husband, to a lot of back and forth with different people. So she's known for being really fiery and aggressive to an extent, But she recently came out that she's given her life to Christ, and she's turned over a new leaf, and she's now an evangelist. So this is where VDM had an issue with Tonto Dikeh. So Tonto Dikeh posted a video evangelizing in a school, which apparently VDM had renovated a few years back. So the video showed her praying for a child and claiming that she had cast out a demon from the child. Now VDM criticized the whole situation. He said she should not be telling poor children that their struggles are caused by demons, or trying to make them feel like, oh, the reason their parents are not rich is because of them, or whatnot like that. And also suggested that she should go and help the rich. If she wants to cast out demons, she should go and cast out demons from rich children, or cast out demons from her own child. I'm sorry, this is what he said, not me. Or rather, he should go and help her own child, not cast out demons, excuse me. Like, he should go and help her own child. She said she should focus on empowerment, not spiritual blame. So, not just him, there's a lot of backlash from the online community about this video. A lot of people were talking about her nails, how long her nails were while she was praying for the young girl, and some criticized the appearance and the presentation of the video, saying she's just doing it for clout. A lot of things were said, and so Tonto replied, basically saying that she thanks God for using her. She stands by her faith and her actions. She's just praying and thanking God. I really don't know how I feel about this topic per se, because number one, God says we should not judge. That's number one. We can't judge God's servants. That's between them and God to judge. We can't even judge in general. But then we do have discussion angles where you can say religion against social responsibility, because this is someone who has not had the best reputation, for being honest. No disrespect to Tonto, but she's always been every time she's gone viral, most times she's gone viral has been for controversial situations, when she was going back and forth with her ex-husband Churchill, different situations. So it's never really been a good look for Tonto. So when she came out saying she's an evangelist now and she's changed her life, there are a lot of people who didn't believe it, and then you have her doing this now, pulling up to the school and laying your hands on the girl, saying you casted out demons from her. It's just not a very good look, man. Yes, this religion, and it's very important for us to recognize and respect everyone's religion, but when you've been perceived a type of way, especially on the internet, I do feel you have a responsibility as to how you present yourself, because you have a message you're trying to send. So you know that yes, yes, you're serving God, and you understand that you've not had the best reputation. So I think that's also give you an idea that okay, just maybe people that might not really listen to the message just because of my previous actions, so I should kind of do a different thing on my look. Maybe that might convince them a bit more. That's just what I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to look at some type of way to serve God. No, I'm just saying if you've been looked at or perceived a type of way, right? You want to change your look so you be perceived that way. If you say you've changed, that's what I believe anyway. But she's still rocking them long nails, long wig, all of them. So VDM is there saying, I beg. I don't want you around my children. Oh man, it's sad, but the truth. I think you have a situation where you have influence of celebrities in vulnerable communities, especially in this period of elections. Things are very, very touchy at the moment. So anything any celebrity does is going to be looked at with a magnifying glass. Especially VDM will be looking at you. So you have to be very, very careful, especially if you're sort of tied to a sort of political party, because you're going to have a lot of backlash and comments on your behavior, and social media is going to amplify it, especially when it's a sensitive issue like religion. Religion is something that we know has been used on to prey on the masses for years, especially during time of elections. So a lot of Nigerians are really, really sensitive when we see our celebrities use religion to garner support or any other thing, especially during this election period. So it's actually understandable. And the thing is this: faith is very important to many people, but when influential figures engage vulnerable communities, the conversation becomes more complicated, like I said. So it's all about knowing that okay, we have religion, but it's all about the celebrities knowing that they have religion. That is true, they worship this person, but they also have a social responsibility because they are public figures. So due to the fact that they're public figures, they have to go above and beyond to be able to explain their actions so that they will not receive any backlash. Unfair as it is, yes, but that's why they earn the big bucks. So when situations like this come about, they have to go above and beyond. If they're a normal human being like any other person, I won't say Michelle because I'm going to be a celebrity. Yeah. You get me? That will be the thing, so I'm not trying to put myself in that box. I'm going to be careful too. But with a regular person that does that, they don't really have to care about what they do. They just go and pray and they'll leave. Really, won't comment on it. But because it's so Tonto Dikeh, she has no choice. So once you're a public figure, you have to be more careful about, you have to be very careful about what you do, because your actions are going to be perceived in different ways regardless of what your intentions were.